Hello, everyone, and welcome to Chris's collection. We are, oh my god, that's adorable. Today we are playing from the Xbox Star Wars The Clone Wars. So, journey back to like 2002, 2003. Uh, Lucasfilm or LucasArts or just the Lucas conglomerate in general had this really fucking brilliant idea. They're like, okay, it takes us 3 years to make a Star Wars game, right? And everyone was like, oh, yeah. And then they're like, and it takes um, and they're like, so the Clone Wars is set for 3 years. Why don't we do like an actual multimedia type thing? So over the course of the 3 years leading up to Revenge of the Sith, we got video games, cartoons, comic books, all this stuff that is now completely um, not obsolete. It's not canon anymore. It's part of the Legends continuity, and not the current canon continuity. Um, and Star Wars: The Clone Wars was a part of it. And it's pretty cool, man. Like, I honestly think it's not that bad of a game. I don't think it's an incredible game. There's definitely, for me, better games. There's the Battlefront games and all this other stuff, but Clone Wars was pretty cool, man, for what it was. It was kind of like the beginning of that in a way. Um, I actually didn't buy this game, nor did I play it around the time that it came out. I had I was given this game
We've got to find a safe place to land.
by my uncle. He had received this two-pack thing. I guess he had bought his Xbox, and it was this like disc that came with two games. It was the Clone Wars and it was Tetris Worlds, which we'll be playing this week actually. And so I didn't. He was like, "Hey, you want it? You like Star Wars?" I'm like, "Oh my god, thank you so much!" And I was like pretty psyched. I'm like, "Dude, I love Star Wars." And so I was given this, and yeah, I was like, damn, it's a pretty cool game for what it is, you know? Like, I think I actually ended up beating it, and, Anakin's in it, and Obi-Wan's in it, and I was like, damn, this is fun for what it is. And I really dug it. Like, I thought it was really cool. And so that was kind of like honestly the whole story. Now the funny thing is, he gave me this game, and I didn't have the Xbox in my room because I've talked about how when I got my Xbox, that my sister was the one who had it in her room because my parents figured, well, fuck it, we'll get the Xbox because they knew that I wanted to play Shenmue, and Shenmue 2, I mean, and they knew that my sister wanted a DVD player, and there was like some incredible fucking deal or some shit like that that was happening at the time. I think it was, I don't know if it was a Best Buy thing or a holiday pack-in that uh, Microsoft was doing, but look, it was a really fucking good deal. And I think I've mentioned it before, but you got like the Xbox, and instead of the OG controller, the Duke, which I have, trust me, I have much respect for the Duke, as I've gotten older. But instead of that, you got the S controller, the small one that was released in Japanese markets that they later brought in America because people were like, hey, we want choice too. And yeah, that was pretty much what happened. And so whatever, it was included that. Plus, it had the DVD remote. Plus, it had that Sega two-pack thing that I played not too long ago with Jet Set Radio and oh god, I forgot the other game. Oh, Sega GT Racing. So she had it in her room. I never had. I only borrowed it a couple of times, like I've mentioned, like for Knights of the Old Republic and shit. So I think like when my uncle gave this, I'm like, oh thanks, but like I actually don't have this console in my room, so I just kind of like put it in a corner. Or actually, I think I might have just given it to my sister. And one day, I think I was just bored out of my mind, and I came in and I was like, "Hey, dude, like, what are you up to?" She's like, "Yeah, fucking around." And I'm like, "Hey, can I play like your Xbox?" And she's like, "I don't give a shit." And so I got this game, and between this and Tetris, this was obviously the first one I tried because I love me my Star Wars, and I was like really surprised. I'm like, "Damn, this is pretty cool." I know very little of the old Battlefront series, so I'm not sure if the same developer made this, but it really does feel like prototype Battlefront in a way, because Battlefront is more like, you're fighting in one area. I mean, the old Battlefront, it's you're switching up and running around. I know there's a campaign in part 2, but you get what I'm saying.
Mace, we don't have much time.
But yeah, this definitely does feel like a prototype to it. But anyway, yeah, this isn't canon anymore. When Disney took over, they did this like weird, like a semi reboot, I guess you could say. Well, not weird. They've done it before in other mediums, but they basically said that nothing was canon anymore except for anything that had much of George Lucas's involvement. So in other words, the 6 films he had made prior to the Disney purchase and the Clone Wars cartoon show, which honestly the cartoon show is kind of already retconning a lot of the stuff. Like I know there's like literally characters that died in novels or something set after the Clone Wars, and then like the show was like, nope, they died on the show, and then we're like, oh, so I guess that's not canon. And it was like a weird whole thing. What the hell happened? So I don't know. I guess it wasn't really too surprising, but I know I know there's a lot of loyalists right now that are pretty upset that this shit is not canon. And I could see it. I honestly could, because I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but there's this multimedia project called Shadows of the Empire, which I think is excellent, and it's not canon anymore. So and I thought it was like so fucking good for what it was. So I was pretty bummed out about that. Damn, good music in this too. Damn, I really want to keep playing this. I really did forget. This is a fun fucking game. God, this is really fun. I had totally forgotten what a good game this was. But yeah, guys, I should look at this. I'm talking and I'm not even turning it off because I really want to keep playing, but I should probably stop. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back later this week with some more Chris's collection. We're going to be wrapping up Xbox this month, so it's very exciting. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care.